tried it first.
Really?
Yeah,
Is
so
are you saying
I
that
was
with a
taking
big
NMN.
pregnant pause because you're currently doing something like that?
I'm not doing the reprogramming yet. That's a little dangerous. But the others I've always wanted to know first.
My eyesight is starting to go because I'm 51 now, and like when if I had to read this book, I got Nick Christakis' book. If I'm sitting here reading this book, if I don't have reading glasses on, I got to do this. It's a bit of a struggle. You gonna be able to fix that?
So potentially in the mice we can.
You can.
We don't give them books to read, but their eyesight improves. We can test that.
How do you do it?
There's a moving screen.
No, I don't mean how do you how do you know, how do you test, or not how do you test, rather, how do you improve their eyesight?
We've put these reprogramming genes into a virus, which is already used to treat genetic diseases in the eye, and we inject it straight into the mouse's eyeball.
This sounds like the beginning of a horror movie.
Yeah, I think it's actually...
or an awesome movie.
It's the awesome part that I'm
so?
focused on. Well, if you're going blind,
Right.
one injection from your doctor, and then you take an antibiotic to turn the genes on for as long as you need, and you get your eyesight back, that's not horrific at all.
That's pretty incredible. How far away do you think you are of doing that to humans?
Well, 2020 will be the first safety study, we hope.
Wow.
Yeah, but the crazy stuff, the future is, if this all goes well, you have an injection in your vein, let's say when you're 30, and then those viruses infect your body, and they sit there dormant until you need them. So when might you need them? You might have a car accident, turn them on. You can turn them on with just an antibiotic in a drip or in a pill. Or you start to lose your eyesight, take an antibiotic.
So you put them in your body almost as an insurance policy, and then you have the option to turn them on in the future.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's what we do in the mice.
Now, with every action, we assume there's some negative consequence or potentially negative consequence, right?
We always assume that, but it's not always right.
Mm.
So with the molecules that we've been testing for years now, like NMN, we haven't seen any downside, just longer endurance and protection. So there isn't always a downside to these things. In fact, if you just think NMN is replacing a molecule that we lose over time as we get older, it's just becoming, it's a fairly natural process. No downside exercising and dieting either.
Right, of course. And you said you run once a week. Is that what you do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you lift weights as well?
Right.
And when you do it, do you try to not go too hard or burn yourself out too much? Like, do you have a sweet spot?
Yeah, I do. I try not to go too much. That's the trick with everything in life. It's this hormesis effect. Get your body